Hi, this is Mark Slade with Keller Williams, and here is yet another graph, another form of analysis as to how to really look at the housing market in each of the respective towns. And I will tell you, no matter which town we choose to analyze, the patterns are pretty much consistent, and that is that throughout the year there is a continuous form of sales, consistent level of sales, providing us with pretty much a straight line of growth. In the case of Short Hills in Millburn, New Jersey, we're up to 257 homes sold and under contract versus 225 homes sold and under contract through the same period of time last year. That represents an increase of 4%. At the same time, we're looking at our actives, and our actives started at about 75 homes this year, and it almost doubled to a level of 143 homes at its peak at the beginning of May. And that's a pretty significant increase in homes. And the good thing is that it still shows at a level that's about 10% off of last year's level of inventory, making buyers that much more anxious and sellers having a little less competition for their homes. If their homes are in great shape and priced appropriately, they will sell quickly. We actually, last analysis I did, had about 50% of the homes in Millburn having sold for final asking price or better year to date. So what we see is we've got a peak at the beginning of May, and then inventory fails to keep coming on at the same level, and as a result, as sales continue at their pace, the inventory continues to drop, and it actually dips below 100 units right at the end of August. But then we see our second little peak, and so inventory comes back up again a little bit over 100 to 108 actives, and then it continues back on its downward slide as buyers buy up the inventory that's on the market. So what is this telling us? There is a consistent level of sales. So the good news is there is no bad time to list your home. If you list your home, I usually prefer to advise my listing clients that we go out at the beginning of February and beat the majority of the rush, because the more competition there is, the more you have to worry about what the competition is doing and how it affects the ability to get your home sold. At the same time, we see that anytime after May, while still healthy, because there's a good number on the market and there's still a consistent level of sales, we see that the inventory starts to drop off, and that starts to refresh people's minds, making homes that have newly entering the market more attractive. There is a second peak, so if they haven't bought in August, I think there's a chance they're going to hold off and then come back to us in September. And the bottom line is that you'll see that as it reflects in almost every community, there are two seasons, our spring season and our fall peak. And that pretty much wraps up how to look at the respective housing market, inventory sales, analysis for Short Hills and Millburn, New Jersey. Should you have any questions, please feel free to call me at 917-797-5059. You can go to my various websites as well, goodhomesforgoodpeople.com. And that can give you some community information. And then if you're looking for some market analysis, you can do so at my Maplewood and SouthOrangeHomes.com. Don't mind the name, it covers all of the communities. It just happens to be a choice I made having been a Maplewood resident. If you have any questions, please feel free to call me. Have a great day. Thank you very much.